An accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Master of his craft, indeed.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
As you get older, you realize
honor,
candy is really enough for you.
Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is
sometimes.
mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Interesting. What is it? And burning houses. That's not a good sign. Now, there's no reason to do this. It isn't literally pretty much a defenseless, well, like pretty much like a village of like a few, maybe a dozen people. There's no other thing to do this besides raising them up. Looting and pillaging always good for morale when you're doing what done right. Get the laugh flowing.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry!
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No! You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Unfortunately, I didn't loot everything in the chest. That is a bit. That's a shot. A shot from behind on horseback through the neck. Man, that's good. That was a good shot.
Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
Come
Come on!
on! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah,
Get through the gates!
Now I did fight those boys, and I can tell you, They do not go down in one hit. Ow. Now what happened there is just strike through the spine. That will leave some damage. Now what a unfortunately bad thing to do. Man, you did not have to do that. That is totally unnecessary. A spear? What kind of lowbrow was that? Now you know he is dangerous. Now you know he's evil because he balled. Ball.
Hurry! There's nothing you can do! Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Run, boys, run!
Find a horse! Ride to town, Merc! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Flee, you fool, flee! Forward. Got Sarasit Kopla for sword. Run. Run like the wind, boy. Run like your life depends on it. Now you can stay back and fight, but I won't recommend it. I try and you get immediately overwhelmed. Now I can stay here and try to futilely fight. But why bother? Yep.
Hicks, don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Jó kis falat, ne feszénj te capka! Most meglátod!
Alrighty, let us go, huh?
Sajnálni fogod, hogy megjelentél
Mount?
itt, te
oh, this is
Várnod kell, galambocskám, amíg
elintézzük
ezt a
Hey, we helped the lady, huh? Now, if you don't know, you can just help the lady if you just whistle near them. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I don't know. That will kind of bypass the need for you to actually try to fight three of them in one go. She ran away, so it's not good. Man, and that is a very good shot too. On horseback, high-speed horseback, hit not the horse, but the human with a leg. That's what we call.
Yeah.
All right, need to do the thing. Oh, Lord! Look at all this devastation. Ow! That's dreadful point. Nice.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Left. Now, is it your left or my left? Forward. I'm hearing them behind me.
Tudod, hogy fog végződni?
The horse have speed, I will give him that. Faster, my good sir, faster. Also, I am bleeding out. Bleeding out, very bad. I'm just gonna
run for it.
Now, normally I would just run him over just to make him an obstacle for the human.
Flee!
Anyone?
Let me. I cannot run him over to make him an obstacle for the human to pick up. Alright.
Szétszabdallak, te postanicska!
Uh-oh.
Run for it!
You're a bunch of stormtroopers who can't hit anything. I was literally blinded. I was literally staying still, and you can't even hit me. All right. Yeah, I'm here, and I'm right behind me. Come on, man. Come on, B. Hey! And horsemanship, too. Yay!
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Novakin! Novakin!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Bring down suppressive fire! I live!
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
The gate is closed. An arrow to the knee. An arrow to the bicep, too. Is it called bicep? No, bicep is the arm. The thigh? Thigh. Yeah, the thigh. It's thigh. Chicken thigh. Yeah.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
Something to drink, good, sir.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Yo.
Tarsus, you
something.
say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Lord, I think I made the worst mistake of my life. Drinking 2 kinds of soda.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
That show he's care.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Yes, sir. Come on, boy. Come on. Man, getting up the stair while having to one leg is very uncomfortable.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help. even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry.
Unfortunate.
It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
This is a very generous lord. Yay! Alright. Archbishop Roughneck. Who? The Roughneck. Hello.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Please tell me what's in Skalitz. I have kin there.
After
I
that,
heard his father.
after that
They say he was
thing,
a swordsmith.
I think I can eat an entire barrel of wine.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
This is a very nice lady, huh?
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I think that's a game telling me, take off your shoe in your inventory before going to bed, huh? Hunger. Lentil mash. Yum. Roasted duck, but it stay fresh for longer. Oh, Eat. Cheese? Cheese. 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 I don't know if this is actually a good idea, but yeah, you know. Roasted duck. For some reason, I read the D, the U with an I. Anyway, food, red, roll. You can see your nourishment here. Nourishment is pretty much your food bar. Roasted duck. Man, eat from pot. Wait, no. Eat from pot. Henry, you are literal glutton for punishment.
You fled from Skalitz.
Rob.
How did you manage that?
Oh, I cannot tell her how. Reputation. Huh? Why is rep loss? Who knows? Open. Alrighty. I don't know why I lost rep there. Alright, which place is it? Private area. Back off, back off.
What was that noise?
Now, as you can see. Wow. Nothing, my good sir. Nothing at all. Let's see. You're tired. Gradual arterial C. Sleep solution. Sit. There we go. Sleep. Tired. Alright, let's give a nice 6. 12 hours sleep? That is. Well, let's just get 100 out. 100%, huh? Energy. Up.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
I forgot to take up the shoe, didn't I? Unfortunate.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Now, the lady
It's
is
just what you need
very
to help you sleep.
generous
Lady.
with little Henry here.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace. To let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Alrighty. Where's Henry? I mean, so I'm just gonna say the story because, I think, sure. Tell the story, Ray. The Henry boy here needs to vent his emotion a bit.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Let's see. I went for ale and beat my sweetheart Bianca there.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home.
Oh.
I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
I'm just gonna make Sir Radzig came to look at the sword.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Wow, Lady Severin, you have more martial than Henry. Oh,
A horde
Lord.
of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
I am still amazed that the Lady Severin have more martial than Henry. Oh. Dude.
I looked towards the tavern and saw a group of Cumans chasing down my Bianca, murdering her for sport. There was nothing I could do to help her.
You mustn't blame yourself. She's with the Lord now.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Alright, the seed, a skeleton. I needed a horse.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Wait, was I supposed to fight them?
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
Mm-hmm. That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city. There was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful.